His Vietnamese outfit. It looks adorable. My friends are about to start the wedding ceremony for Kim and Vinny. Marriage makes us aware of the changes wrought by time and of the responsible choices that we make for ourselves, for our maturation and growth, for our happiness and human fulfillment. For ultimately our life, as well as our happiness, is in our own hands and in our own heart. In truth, we are all the choices that we make. But marriage also makes us aware of the constancy of the care, of the gentleness and compassion that has always enveloped each of our lives to shape and mold and form us into the persons we are. It crystallizes in one very beautiful moment, repeated every day, and resonating through all of the choices we make, just who we are, people who have been loved into life. In truth, we are a people who have always been loved. There has never been a moment in time that we have not been loved by someone. Being loved, being people who are loved, makes us who we are, the beloved to one another. And only to the context of that being loved do you now have the self to give, the self to love, and the self to share unreservedly so. The degree to which you realize how much you've already been loved will ultimately determine how loving a human being you are and how happy you will be in the choice you make today. The readings that you're going to hear this afternoon, Kim and Vinny picked out for each other. They reveal not only their deepest feelings for one another, but their deepest faith in each other. I would ask you to be silent and still and listen not only with your ears, but more importantly, with your heart. Vinny's brother Dominic is now going to do the first reading from the New Testament.
Love is patient, love is kind. It is not jealous, it is not pompous. It is not inflated, it is not rude. It does not seek its own interest. It is not quick-tempered. It is not brood over injury. Does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoice with truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. The word of God.
The second reading they selected is a poem by Roy Croft entitled, Why Do I Love You? I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am since I have been with you. I love you not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part of me that only you can bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heaped up heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you can't help dimly seeing there, and for drawing out into the light of day all the beautiful belongings that no one else had looked quite far enough to find in me. Oh, I love you because you have done more than any creed could ever have done to make me feel really good, and more than any fate to make me know genuine happiness. And you have done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by being yourself in my arms. Kim and Vinny, I'm sure that over the course of the time that you've known each other and fallen in love and made preparations for today, I'm sure not everything has gone smoothly, nor has it gone easily, nor has it gone exactly the way you may have wanted, and maybe that's a good thing. Because even though this is the most important moment of your relationship so far, nothing in human life is ever perfect. To have the illusion that even a wedding ceremony and reception is something that's perfect is just that. It's an illusion, it's a lie. But maybe the gaps, the anxieties have brought you closer together, and I assure you, you will never be more powerful in your lifetime than when you choose to do something out of love for one another. Because love is not something that you do, or something that you make. Love is someone that you are. And I'm sure that over the past few hours and minutes, and maybe even seconds inside, you've been asking yourselves and each other, and maybe even the one God, just why has this great God brought the two of you together? Certainly from my background as a Catholic priest and bishop, I could say God's will, so be it, amen. Please, no more questions. From my background as a family therapist and psychologist, I could say human fulfillment and human happiness, that in a very, very fragile world, the two of you deserve to be happy. Maybe blending both of those elements together, maybe the most important thing, the only thing that I can really say to you today is this. Kim, maybe the reason why the one God brought Vinny into your life is that Vinny is the best way God could ever choose to love you. And Vinny, maybe the reason why the one God brought Kim into your life is that Kim is the best way God could ever choose to love you. God could love you no more perfectly than by giving each other to each other. So be aware that in the very acts of your loving each other, you are being perfectly loved by the God who brought you together. He's as close as the air you breathe. He is closer to you than you are to yourself. This very moment, the God of the universe marries himself to both of you, and miracles of love still happen even today. You know, the only thing this God ever wants from any one of us here is not prayer or praise or even church attendance. The only thing this God ever wants from any one of us is the only thing in the universe our God cannot create. Our God is powerless to create, which is our thanks. So tonight or tomorrow or somewhere down the road, when you're looking for that great one God to thank, please don't look above in the heavens. He's not beyond human reach. And please don't look below in the bowels of the earth or the depths of the sea. He's not only among the dead. And please don't look in man-made, human, religious, or cultural tradition. Our God is not in any human or church law. He's only in human hearts. So when you're looking for that great God to thank, just look into each other's eyes and hold each other closely and feel each other's heart. Because the miracle of love is ever so gently yet so powerful that the love you feel is the God who brought you together. The love you feel is the God who brought you together. Love is not a feeling. Love is a person in your heart. Our only prayer for you today is that you always feel that love, that you feel as much love tomorrow as you do tonight, because then you'll feel God, and forever the God who brought you together will now feel you together in his heart.